So I recorded 2 hours worth of footage, but OBS randomly changed the volume on my mic, so you can't hear a word I'm saying. So I decided to turn this into a detective noir experience.
It's been a while since I've been in the game. Last time I was in the case, we met with Blythe in the underground area, and he suggested I speak with this mushroom cap of a man. We got some information from Hoity Toity here about Nokron, which our mistress Ranni needs to locate for whatever she's planning. I decided to overlook the casual racism seeping out of his face hole, out of respect for our mistress, much to my chagrin. Little Boy Blue gave us the name of a sorceress, Selin, and a location, Limgrave. That name seemed a bit familiar to me, just a hunch. That hunch paid off. We came across Selin in a previous investigation, so I decided to follow our only lead. After narrowly avoiding a giant testicle made of faces, I found her. She was located in this dungeon, frozen to the wall. She seemed to think I was one of the people that captured her. She was hurt, but not broken. She wasn't willing to give us any additional information. What can I say? I understood her decision. Meanwhile, I was attacked. Like a coward, he shot me in the back, but I survived. This could only mean I was getting close, and they knew it. Unfortunately, I had to leave her there. Just like with all great detectives, I got distracted by a location I had not yet explored. The unknown called to me, and I answered. I made my way to this new location with open eyes and an open heart. The garden seemed a bit overrun by these weeds, so I did a bit of pruning, as any sane man would do. One by one I killed those weeds, taking out my anger on each one. I'm not gonna lie, I got flashbacks from the war. In my mind, each one looked like a damned Nazi. Oh, wait, wrong era. Nevertheless, we won't be seeing them again anytime soon. However, the gardener seemed a bit upset by this, so we tussled. He hit like an 18-wheeler with jet engines on his back. He used his head, a real brain this one. But it seems it wasn't my time, as I was able to ice him. Much to my surprise, the big man was hiding a secret passageway. After opening the door, I was so confused. She looked familiar. He was holding the sorceress Selin. I have no clue how this worked. I just saw her in that other dungeon, but she seemed to like me. She called me a piece of work, but then she decided to make me her apprentice. I used this to my advantage. Got her to talk about Nokron. Apparently, this Radon guy used some kind of gravitational power to hold the stars in place. It seems, in doing so, he was keeping the lost city of Nokron hidden from prying eyes. In order to break his hold on the stars, he would need to die. After getting this information, I decided to take a walk. I came across this graveyard where I totally didn't pillage those open graves. Now that I had a lead, I went back to my lieutenant. He told me to make my way over to Kaled, a horrifyingly seedy town filled with narcotics called the Scarlet Rot. All roads lead back to hell, I guess. I regrouped back with Blythe down under. We were accosted by some horned men. I totally fought them off, and I didn't hide behind Blythe at all. It went down easy, like a spoonful of sugar. I learned that Radon was holding a festival at his castle. Some kind of tournament. Blythe wanted me to meet him there. Again, I got distracted by these mysterious braziers. I lit them and returned to their source. A giant moose corpse, I guess. It began to glow. And naturally, I touched the remains, which led me to another world. The reanimated moose corpse apparently was the guardian of these lands, and he saw me as a threat. Nothing I said changed his mind. He put up a valiant fight. We went blow for blow. I got some good hits in. He got some good hits in. But in the end, it wasn't enough. A long, hard-fought victory. I put him 6 feet under on the first try. Totally on the first try. Getting back on track, I arrived in Caelid on a warm afternoon, I think. The stench of death was immediate. I met some of the locals and tried to make nice. The local fauna, something to behold, something to fear. Everything is bigger in Caelid. I found a map of the region which helped me find Redmane Castle pretty quickly. After scoping out the place extensively and making sure the coast was clear, I made my way in. The place was a ghost town. Heading further in, Blythe had already arrived ahead of me. He gave me a pep talk, told me not to die. Being a tarnished precluded my ability to die. The Radon Festival's MC gave an opening speech, inspired me to give it my all.
Is nigh. General Radon, mightiest demigod of the Shattering, awaits you. Champions, prepare for battle. Defeat the general, claim glory, and grab that great rune. A celebration of war. The Radon Festival!
Even Alexander, an old friend, was jacked up to fight this Radon guy. Alexander made sure I knew what was going on. It was all quite a show.
Are you good and prepared, young chum? The festival begins.
We even got to watch a movie.
Before we begin, allow me to paint you the full picture. General Radahn is cursed ever to wander. Eaten from the inside by Melania's scarlet rot, his wits are long gone. Now he gathers the corpses of former friends and foes alike, gorging on them like a dog. Howling at the sky.
After the show, we got right into it. I made my way to the battlefield. This Radahn fellow got some good hits in. He is quite the showman. He caught me with my mouth open a few times. I was putting in the work, but it didn't seem like I was quite there yet. Felt like I was outmatched. He knew my every move. We pushed him to the limit, but it seemed like his own limit was just beyond my own. Until it finally clicked. I needed to bleed this guy. Once I figured that out, it became a piece of cake. But damn, could this man put on a show. Finally, we slayed the beast and reveled in our reward. Except there wasn't very much time for revelry. As soon as the dust settled, the stars Radahn was holding back began to fall from the sky. Blythe thought this was a good thing. He marked my map where he believed the stars fell and asked me to meet him there. I told him there was something I needed to do. One last thing I needed from Radahn.